Hey everybody, it's Fancy Pants here with part 2 of the Elite Tournament event in Ant Legion. So we talked about setting up our specialized ants for this event and how to get it back later. And now we're going to actually go into the tournament, and I'm going to sign myself up here so you can see how this goes. Okay, we're going to start with the Malay. We're going to edit the team. Now, this is where I was saying that it takes some thinking as far as what you're going to put in. So as you see, when we add these, now this long jaw, it's a Malay, but it's also a haste. You see it brings up haste as well over here. So we're watching this. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it in Malay or if I want to move it over to haste, because just because it says it's a Malay doesn't mean you have to use it here. So I could put it in the haste elite team, or I can leave it here. So we're going to kind of mix these up. See, now this Lumina, see it's an army. See, it's giving me the percentages in the army. So I can use that one anywhere. So the Malay here gives me 56. It gives me 56. See, this Lockjaw isn't giving me any defense or hit points except for the defense in the army. So we need to add that in somewhere. So we have this giant ant that's going to give us that, plus give us another 56% attack. So that's a possibility. Then we have this harvester. That will bring us up there. And the Lumina is an army. So let's see. And then we come down to where. Now this is a range. Now I'm probably going to use this in my range and not my, oh yeah, that's range and haste. So we don't want to use that one. That one's just haste. See, some of these are for either, so that's why I was looking. We know the jumper is an army, so that could possibly be used here, but I might want to use it somewhere else. So the thing is, once you set this up, it looks like that's all our Malay. So this is where I was talking about in the first video, where this death ant, you see I only have it at level 13 because I don't normally run Malay. I'm a haste player. So this isn't going to offer me too much. It's only going to offer me 20 attack. But this is where we're going to go back in and we're going to upgrade this to a higher level. And then once I do that, this will bring this number up here and it'll bring all these up too. So we're going to do that, go back and add that in as a higher level so I can use it in here. Let's see what this bronze one offers. Hit points. 14 right now, and that's only a level 1. So if I bring that up, but see there's no stars on this bronze, and there's barely any on this one. Until it's a full star, it really doesn't help you too much. Just a tiny bit. So, but considering we don't have many more options, this one has 5 stars. That brings it up 50. So actually this one might be a better deal to bring up instead of that death ant, believe it or not. So if I bring this one up to the top, now again, it only costs 10 diamonds to reset these once you up the levels in your specialized ants. When I bring this up to, if the highest level that it can be, if I have enough to do that, then I can always come back, go back in, and I put it in here and I'll go, I don't know if that ain't really bringing me up enough. And I want to go back, I would go back and reset this one back down to 1. And then I might add it to this one and see how much percentage that one gave me after being completely upgraded with the honeydew. And then if I still didn't like that, I would go back, spend the 10 diamonds, and reset that one. So it's never the end of the world here. For now, I'm thinking this one is probably going to be a better bet than my death ant. Plus, it'll take less of the fruit and things to be able to boost it to get to the next level after whatever I need. Um, or I can just go with one of these um, that will give me 35 extra. But I can also use them anywhere else as far as the range or the haste go. The haste I know I don't need the the ones, the army ones, because I have enough haste to fill up my haste. So you can also do this. You can go in and do your best first. Like I might just skip by this one first because I don't know if I want to use my long jaw in my Malay, but I know I'm real skimpy on Malay, so I probably do because this is going to be the only one that's really going to give me much. Otherwise, I would have to go like I don't have much else to fill in here than that one, so this one really probably is going to be used here. But now, if you just click over here to deployment order 2, and this will show you this is range. See how it's lit up here? You can also do it this way if you just want to move this to haste. But range here, now this is the leaf cutter, and again, this one is both haste and range. So you would mess around with that, but what I'm going to do first is go to deployment order 3, which is showing me sorry, somebody must be killing something, and I don't know how to get that off the background. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's that. This one is only haste, so I'm going to use that one. These are the ones I use to run my regular runs, so they're coming up on top here. And then my long, okay. Now this one I can use again. This is one I could use anywhere, even though it's a haste. It's an army. It does the army percentages, so it doesn't have to be put with the haste. The mimicking is a range and a haste, so I could use that with the range. And these haste I don't have up very high yet because I've been putting everything into my ones that my 5 top ones I run in my regular runs. Now this one is also arranged, so I might want to leave that for that. Now here's that one from the Malay that I could use here too, but I'm going to have to leave that for the Malay. So now the thing is, now my range, I have quite a few. The jumper is an army. Oh, now I'm getting into the Malay here. And these are just range. So now I still have 2 spots to fill with my haste. Let's see, what do I have here? I have Longhorn, Fire Ant, my lep, and then I normally use my mimicking, which is the range, but I'm going to take that from the range too. And then I could do that. Now, if I wanted to make sure this one was really strong, see, I think I'm going to use one of the armies for here. See, the thing is, when I use an army one, it's keeping it from being able to be used anywhere else and where I'm weaker. And I could use this spiny, but then I will have to upgrade this some more to get it to where it's stronger. This is only 14%, so I definitely don't want to use that one. Let's see, 50. So this one is actually better than that spiny because it has a star already. So I think this is what I'll do for this one. That's only a level 1. Now, if I got that one up a little bit, you see, even the purples, as long as they have a lot of stars, they can be just as strong as some of these red ones. So don't just dismiss them. And of course, into the gold ones too. But I think this way I'm going to go, and then I will go into my specialized ant and up my rock ant and see how much more that'll give me. But then once I get in, now that's just temporary, okay? That's in the back of my head. This is where it's going to be, right here. And then you see this is the number percentages and your total number. And then once I go back now and I do these other ones here and fill these up and then kind of see what I have left over, I may still come back in and rearrange these. But for now, what I'll do is, like I would put this in, knowing that I'm not going to use that now in my haste. Now that's an army one, so I'm going to wait a minute on that. The brown glider I definitely want to use. The amber I'm going to want to use because you see they have 3 and 4 stars, so I know they're going to be pretty high in percentages there. And then now I'm back down to where I can use this long jaw, which is, oh, that's the haste one that I'm not using yet. Now I can use that, or I could have added that to my haste for another 100. So I might wait on that one a minute. And again, this one's an army. So you get the idea. You kind of move them around. Or I can leave it like this for a minute. Oh, where's that haste one? I wanted to take that off just for a minute. And this is where you can, oop, see that one's already on. And it tells you which, what run it's being used in here. The 3s would be, they're already in my haste here. Where's that other one? I can't find it. Let's see. Oh, the northern. Okay, so that one's a haste too. So for now, I think I'm just going to put these ones that are arranged in here. I'm not going to sign up yet or anything. I'm just manipulating them so I can see where they're going to better serve me to make these all as strong as they can be. So I think you're getting the idea, where we just kind of mess with them. The ones that are half and half, you know, if you have half haste, half range, half whatever in melee and half range, move them around and see where they're going to serve you the best. And then same with the army. So first off, I would go in and put in any that are just the troop type that you know are pretty strong, like these two. The long jaw is also my haste. So like the giant, I know the Lumina is an army. I'm going to do all of them. My harvester is just a melee. Now I'm getting down to where they're not up yet. You see, like my purple ones here, they're only 1s. My death we talked about in the other video, it's only a 13, but I know that I'm going to go in and I'm going to upgrade this one to bring its level up higher. So I'm going to add that one because I know I'm going to do that. And then, okay, and that's a range. So I got 3 here for sure. So there we go. So then what I'm going to do though is come back and see, is this one going to serve me better in my haste or in my melee? And then so I'm going to go back into here and see if I need it in here. What I would do is, because my rock is the lowest here, I would take this off, but that's 40 points in my attack, and 50 or 20 in the army is what that rock ant's giving me, which wasn't a lot, but I'm going to upgrade that one too, so that possibly could be okay. But just for, you know, to look at what we got, I would come in here and I would go look at the long jaw. Now that brings me up to 352. If I go with this rock, that's on 330, but if I'm going to upgrade it as much as I can, now you can take notes on this too, as far as your percentages and what you do and how much it changes it if you really want to get in depth with it. But if you're just trying to set it up kind of quickly, you just kind of make a mental note, okay, upgrade the rock, and then go back and see in here how much, if it can bring you up to that 350. And what this is all about is, once you get these set up, then you're going to be up against these other people, other players. Like, if then you don't know if they're going to be a haze player or melee or a range. So you don't know how it's going to play out. And that's just kind of a luck of the draw because the computer picks who you're up against. But you want them all, of course, to be as strong as they can because we're going to kind of manipulate the data here and like say this brain, just say that this haste is up against another haste player. I want this to be as strong as it can to beat that other haste player because if they're like if they have their percentage is even 20% less than mine, then that 20% is going to make a difference in this one. But if it's like I know I'm not as strong in melee, so putting that over there, it might help me against a range player if they put me up against that, but it's not going to help me against another melee player because I'm not that strong in it no matter what ones I put in there. So it just kind of is a luck of the draw, but if you're strong in all of them, it's going to help you in some of these uh, setups that they give you of who you're up against. So that's the whole purpose behind doing these as high as you can and trying to make it work. So anyway, I hope this helps you figure out the setup. I'm going to come back with another video once I figure it out myself, once I have some upgrades done, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product and sign up for this for real. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope I didn't confuse you too much. If I did, put it down in the comments, please, because I'd be happy to answer it. It's a lot easier once I know the questions. And thanks a lot. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Bye bye.